Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, so I'll be interested about the timing because it says 11:11 and that wasn't done on purpose, because when I looked at the time it was 11 o'clock. I'm not sure where them 11 minutes have gone. Anyway, I thought we'd have a video on this Saturday morning at 11:11. I was just having a moment of silence. It was 7 years ago that Simon made his transition, and he actually received 2 minutes of a standing ovation of clapping, like a moment of silence, but it was a standing ovation. So that just come to mind when it was a timing of 11:11. I thought, you know, that's I think it's normally the 11th of the 11th on the 11th hour that we take a minute's silence. I was just taking a moment, okay? It's all good. It's all good. So let's have a look at the cards. I have the affirmators in front of me, so it's a good place to start. Okay, a good place to start. Happy Saturday. Well, the first port of call is a cup of coffee. Cheers to the channel of lovers. What's going through my mind is I have about 30 hours of alone time. The guys have gone away overnight, but they've gone away, we can say for the weekend, but they've just gone overnight, but they'll be gone until tomorrow afternoon, late afternoon. It's got about 30 hours with no plans of going anywhere. I have no plans on going anywhere. I have plans on chatting with you guys. How nice, very nice. Just me, myself and I. 3 cards. Ultimate potential. My life's a little bit shaky. I was going to say my hand's a little bit shaky. Okay. I choose to live a life of my fullest potential. I trust that this will draw me towards experiences and people that support my growth and accomplishment. Tuning into this frequency, I now reach higher heights than I ever thought possible. Knowing that's an option, why would I have ever tuned into anything else? I'm looking at you, Smooth Jazz and Talk Radio. Okay. Are you talking to me? I haven't even sang yet. Inspiration. This is a story of personal development. So yes, I will be plugging into personal development within those hours. I plug into personal development regardless of whether I'm alone or there are people around me. But maybe this is a good time for you, because my time's been freed up to be able to, I want to complete the autumn readings. So lots of different stories will be coming out. A break from the collective, focusing more on individual star signs. Okay, there is a voice of inspiration within me. Right now it's only a whisper, but the more I listen, the louder it will get. Can you hear how the vibrations outside are getting louder? I mean, I can feel that vibration through my ears. I was taken to like Deepak Chopra And what I recently picked up from him is like, does the sound exist? Like, is that train actually making that sound, or is it just with us present, our ears pick up the vibration of that sound, that vibration of energy, and transmutes it into a sound? Does that make sense? Soon it will be a flawless speech voiced by James Earl Jones through a megaphone with lots of applause. So sharing the knowledge. And then we have love. Love is a many splendid thing. Today I will notice and appreciate at least 3 of those splendours, like the fact that puppies make me feel like a parent, or the surge of self-congratulation I feel when I sink a 3-point trash basket shot on the first try. Or how about the chills I get while singing along too? It says, name a song, you know the one. And I was actually singing this song through my mind. I feel it's one of those little cheesy songs, you know, you're the one that I want, you are the one I want, ooh, ooh, ooh. But it was more, have you actually listened to the words? I've got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control. 'Cause the power you're supplying is electrifying. You better shape up, 'cause I need a man and my heart is set on you. You better shape up, you better understand. To my heart you must be true. There's nothing left for me to do. You're the one that I want, you are the one I want, ooh, 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 honey. Okay, this is good because this is an expression. Being able to express yourself, maybe through song. It says here, I'm looking at you, Smooth Jazz and Talk Radio. It's just a whisper at the moment, but the more you delve into love, the more you fall into love, the more you get to become accustomed with it. This is someone who's becoming accustomed to a way of being, a lovely way of being. Not being fearful of expressing how you feel, especially all those lovely, beautiful feelings, thoughts that you have. They want to be expressed. Oh, let's go to the Greek mythology cards, because I brought these out here yesterday, planning on using them, which I didn't. Oh no, these were the cards I was planning on using on the live. I was planning on going live the other evening, and so I had this ready, and the Heal Yourself. I've got the selection here. So I didn't bring them into the cabin, the Love Shack. I was going to be taking them out of it, but we didn't get to do that live. So there we go. It was just, look at the, it's like she's trying to get him, she's talking through him, for him. You know when you're playing with someone, you're trying to mimic and get their mouths to move. Hello. My name is Michael Caine. Oh, now it's taking me to like the Michael Caine glasses. Lucy, listen, it's what's coming through. I only told you to blow the bloody doors off. Okay. Ah, right. We've got 2 cards. We have Athena, Protectress. Athena excelled as a defensive warrior in battle, but also protected the peaceful arts such as weaving and sculpting too. This has an intelligent, smart superiority which assures, or she has an intelligent, smart superiority that assures success in all things. Whoever this card represents is now imbued with shrewd and clever strategizing abilities. Maybe you are even due some academic or educational success if that is possible. Well, that's what this is about, personal development. Athena was born from Zeus's head after he swallowed her mother Metis, wisdom, in an attempt to maintain his supremacy. But Athena leapt out fully armed and brandishing a sharp javelin, proving that no one could keep her and feminine intelligence down. She remained chaste. Is that how I say that? Chaste. Preferring to be single and independent. Took me to like a chastity belt. I don't know how you, is it chaste? She remained chaste, preferring to be single and independent. Mythology shows that the goddess was indulged by Zeus and did just as she pleased. You should enjoy a time of clever success and superiority now. If there is a battle to be fought, you will win it. Athena is by your side and truly favours the brave. So that comes in with yesterday's reading about the Divine Feminine wants you to be brave so that she can fall in love with your actions. Or acts of courage, expressions of love. Let's have a look at this card. Uranus. Remoteness. Okay. It's a beautiful card, isn't it? Look. Remoteness. Handsome wants to come through. He is handsome. Remoteness. I'm looking for remoteness and I'm meant to be looking for Uranus. This card represents a distant potential that is so far removed from the present that it is hard to imagine and has yet to take form. A remote concept or ideal for the future that is far away in time and space, where the Greeks believed perfection lay. As a god, Uranus symbolises higher concepts, notions and visions. He remains separate and distant from his consort Earth, or Gaia, because it would sully his flawlessness. But each night he brought his ideas to Earth when he came to lie over Gaia. Whatever question you have, the answer might require you to separate your emotions from the issue and look at things from a new perspective. Perhaps you can't yet see the potential clearly enough and need space to organise your thoughts. An entirely fresh way, doesn't say that, it says an entirely fresh view. So this is when this personal development comes in. There is a voice of inspiration within me. Right now it's only a whisper, but the more I listen, the louder it will get. Soon it will be a flawless speech, voiced by James Earl Jones through a megaphone with lots of applause. So whatever question you have, the answer might require you to separate your emotions from the issue and look at things from a new perspective. Perhaps you can't yet see the potential clearly enough and need space to organise your thoughts. An entirely fresh view of things might allow imaginative ideas to flourish. Try mentally reaching into the remote, starry heavens for answers, and then bring the ideas to earth, as Uranus did. Should we have a look inside the secrets? We would just open up this page. What is the secret? Bob Proctor. We'll start from there. You've probably been sitting there wondering, what is the secret? I'll tell you how I've come to understand it. Here we go then. We all work with one infinite power. We all guide ourselves by exactly the same laws. The natural laws of the universe are so precise that we don't even have any difficulty building spaceships. We can send people to the moon, and we can time the landing with the precision of a fraction of a second. Wherever you are, India, Australia, New Zealand, Stockholm, London, Toronto, Montreal, or New York, we're all working with one power, one law. It's attraction. The secret is the law of attraction. Everything that's coming into your life, you are attracting into your life. And it's attracted to you by virtue of the images you're holding in your mind. It's what you're thinking. Whatever is going on in your mind, you are attracting to you. Every thought of yours is a real thing, a force. The greatest teachers who have ever lived have told us that the law of attraction is the most powerful law in the universe. Poets such as William Shakespeare, Robert Browning, and William Blake delivered it in their poetry. Musicians such as Ludwig van Beethoven expressed it through their music. Artists such as Leonardo da Vinci depicted it in their paintings. Great thinkers including Socrates, Plato, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Pythagoras, I'm not sure of that one, Sir Francis Bacon, Sir Isaac Newton, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, and Victor Hugo shared it in their writings and teachings. Their names have been immortalized, and their legendary existence has survived centuries. We are struggling to get the words out, but hey, with practice, it will come. It's more, don't give up. Just because you're not finding it easy. Push through it. Religions such as Hinduism, Hermetic traditions, Buddhism, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, and civilizations such as the ancient Babylonians and Egyptians delivered it through their writings and stories. Recorded throughout the ages in all its forms, the law can be found in ancient writings through all the centuries. It was recorded in stone in 3000 BC. Even though some coveted this knowledge, and indeed they did, it has always been there for anyone to discover. The law began at the beginning of time. It has always been and will always be. It is the law that determines the complete order in the universe, every moment of your life and every single thing you experience in your life. It doesn't matter who you are or where you are. The law of attraction is forming your entire life experience, and this all-powerful law is doing that through your thoughts. You are the one who calls the law of attraction into action, and you do it through your thoughts. In 1912, Charles Haniel described the law of attraction as the greatest and the most infallible law upon which the entire system of creation depends. Bob Proctor will end with this quote from Bob. Wise people have always known this. You can go right back to the ancient Babylonians. They've always known this. It's a small select group of people. Let's look at the Heal Yourself reading cards. Tell me more, tell me more. Did you get very far? Or did you give up? It will become an addiction. You just want to know more and more and more. More. How do you like it? How do you like it? How do you like it? Sexuality. You rev up that engine. Are you excited? Is that what you've been thinking about? You're going to manifest them thoughts. The law of attraction is bringing it to you. So how do you like it? Sexuality is a natural part of life. Embrace and enjoy your intimate, sensual, passionate nature. He's looking at Uranus. Sorry. Do you feel sexy, attractive and happy with your body, or are you judging yourself harshly? Well, I had the urge to call you handsome. So, is she sexy? Sexy, everything about you so sexy. You don't even know what you've got. Whew. But you're really hitting the spot. Okay. You need to let go of any old feelings of hurt, shame or guilt in relation to your sexuality. If you are in a relationship, you need to bring some romance back and spice things up. In order to make sex an incredible, fulfilling, seductive, exhilarating and orgasmic experience, you need to let go of your defences and fears of being intimate with your partner. Relinquish control and dive into unguarded, ecstatic, blissful passion. Be creative, communicate with your lover, and find new and exciting ways to thrill each other. How thrilling. Jeez. Okay. The love bug. It's like, where are you taking me? And I'm looking at the Divine Feminine's card, so I do feel like I need to clear my throat now. Oh, you are funny today. Okay. So you look at it like that. There's a card that says that. I'm not sure which one. I think it's from the Sacred Spirit reading cards, but it says it's the third eye, but it looks like the yoni. Let's just pull a card. The Black Madonna, Our Lady of the Hermits. So, I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. So this is quite relevant because I am in Hermitage for like 30 odd hours unless I choose to go out and interact with people. I said I felt more drawn to be speaking with, you know, the energy, okay, you guys. I'm still on my own here, but I'm not alone. Like, I'm having a fun time, a good laugh. So, that's for the energy that come through. When it was Our Lady of the Black Hermits, I'm taken to that though. The Black Hermit. Interesting. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. The Black Madonna. Okay, whereabouts are you in this deck? $26. Let's read this card. The Black Madonna, or the Black Hermit, wants to come through. Our Lady of the Hermits. Let's read about her. The Black Madonna represents the power we all have to emerge from the darkness transformed. There are over 500 Black Madonnas throughout Europe. Historians believe many of the icons are actually of the Egyptian goddess Isis and her son Horus, which were carried over from Egypt during the Crusades. Other icons of the Black Madonna are meant to represent earth goddesses and are worshipped for the fertility miracles attributed to them. She is often depicted holding the royal scepter of the ruling monarch. Jungian psychologist Marion Woodman believes that the Black Madonna represents a new awareness or consciousness toward the earth and our bodies. She represents the wisdom we can only accrue when we go through the often painful fires of transformation. In The Pregnant Virgin, Woodman relates that only the intensity of the fire can unite body and soul. The Black Madonna helps us become conscious of the spirit in matter, of the light in the dark, of the intersection of sexuality and spirituality. What's coming through is like bridging that gap of knowledge. Well, we have sexuality here. The Black Madonna helps us become conscious of the spirit in matter, of the light in the dark, of the intersection of sexuality and spirituality, and how they're connected. This particular Black Madonna resides in the Benedictine monastery in Elderstein, Switzerland. The abbey is dedicated to Our Lady of the Hermits because the chapel where she resides was originally the hermitage of Saint Meinrad, a 9th century hermit. Elsendein is the birthplace of the renowned alchemist Paracelsus. Alchemy is the physical process of transforming base metals into unalloyed gold, which represents the spiritual and metaphysical process of burning away all obstacles to just be the soul. The Black Madonna is loved for having been through the fires of loss and for emerging with a greater capacity to love. Every afternoon for hundreds of years, the monks of the Abbey have come out from meditation to sing Salve Regina to Our Lady of the Hermits. So when your soul selects her card, for millennia, the body, the earth, all forms of matter have been devalued and misunderstood. The dark has been so vilified, yet all life emerges from the pitch black womb. The darkness is potential. It's the crucial and elemental stage we must all go through to create new or more life. The Black Madonna is the emblem of deep wisdom, the profound consciousness that is inherent in all things. All living and created things are energy. The body has wisdom, the earth has wisdom, and the pain we experience as humans contains deep wisdom. When we are in the fires of suffering, it can be difficult to trust that gold is being forged. It can be hard to trust when we are in terrific pain that there is a process at work that will make us more authentic, more alive, and infinitely freer. It can be almost impossible to accept or notice the presence of the divine when we are at our most human. The Black Madonna is the quadrum that holds us steadfastly as we endure the alchemy of integrating more soul into our experience. She is the promise that what doesn't survive the fires of suffering was never meant for us. And she is the presence that is there with us when we might feel the most alone, reminding us that there is no darkness we can enter without being met by love. The Soul Voice Meditation, how is my solitude serving me? And the intention, I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. That's such a great title for today. How is my solitude serving me? Let's have a look at the next card. Rabaya, the Queen of Saintly Women. I am in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. Page number 52. Rabaya represents a rare, pure love that doesn't seek anything other than simply to love. Rabaya al-Adawiya was one of the most influential Sufi women in Islamic history. She is a Muslim saint and a Sufi mystic who lived in the 8th century in Basra, present-day Iraq. On the night she was born, her father had a vision of Muhammad. He told him, "Your newly born daughter is a favourite of the Lord and shall lead many Muslims to the right path." When Rabaya was still just a little girl, her father died and she was then sold into slavery. She would pray every night to be released so that she could spend the hours of her day in service of Allah, the Arabic word for God. When her master overheard her prayers and saw that she was illuminated with light as she prayed, he realised she was a saint. He released her immediately. She went into the desert and worshipped in solitude. Rabaya became known as the Queen of Saintly Women because of the purity of her love and devotion to Allah. She set forth the doctrine of divine love, known as Ishi I Hakwiki. I'm sure it's not pronounced like that. But her poetry emphasises her desire to worship for the sake of loving Allah and not for potential personal gain. It doesn't say potential, but it says and not for personal gain. In one of her poems, she says, we'll just wait for the train to go past. I could be stopping. Sounds like it's applying its brakes. In one of her poems, she says, I carry a torch in one hand and a bucket of water in the other. She wants to set fire to heaven and put out the fires of hell, so that love seeks no gain except to be in service of love itself. She explains, I do not want to worship from fear of punishment or for the promise of reward, but simply for the love of Allah. So when your soul selects her card, in her lifetime, Rabia embodied a freedom that divine love offers us. If we see her life as a metaphor of the soul's progression, she went from slavery to sainthood by devoting herself to Allah. Her only concern was the love that she could give to God. Her every action was motivated by her devotion to God, and through it she received the greatest spiritual gift, self-realization. Although it can be very difficult, loving without expectations is a profound spiritual practice. More often, our love for someone is loaded with ideas of who that person needs to be for us. But divine love is unconditional. It's a love that seeks only to love, no hidden agendas, no strings attached. Rabia relates in one of her poems, prayer should bring us to an altar where no walls or names exist. Each time we are able to love someone or ourselves without conditions to that love, we arrive at this altar within us. We free them and ourselves. We remember what Rabia knew so well, that to love just for the sake of loving lets the divine act through us. Soul voice meditation. Are my current actions motivated by love? And the intention, I am in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. What a beautiful reading. We should just love, just for the sake of loving. That sounds good. That's what we do here on the channel of love. That's brilliant. Guys, have a lovely morning. I'll catch up with you soon. So until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.